Hey everyone, welcome to another deep dive. You ready to go deep into the dream world today? Because we're tackling Inception. It's a film that's known for its mind-bending visuals and complex plot.
It's more than just a sci-fi action movie though, right? There's a lot going on beneath the surface.
Exactly. It makes you think about the nature of reality itself, like what's real and what's a dream.
Which is a pretty big question, huh?
It is. And Inception doesn't give us any easy answers. So before we get too deep into those philosophical questions, let's start with the basics. The film follows Dom Cobb, played by Leonardo DiCaprio. He's an extractor.
Which basically means he steals information from people's dreams.
Right. And we see this in action in the opening scene where Cobb and his partner Arthur try to extract a secret from a powerful businessman named Saito.
But that mission goes wrong, leading to the whole concept of Inception.
Inception, what is that exactly?
Well, instead of stealing information, Saito wants Cobb to plant an idea into someone's mind, to incept it. And this is where the stakes get really high for Cobb. Because if he succeeds, Saito will clear Cobb's criminal record, allowing him to return home to his children. It's a chance at a new life, but it's a risky and nearly impossible mission.
So he needs to assemble a team of experts to pull this off, right?
Definitely. And each member has a unique skill set. First, there's Ariadne, the architect.
The architect, what does she do?
She designs the dreamscapes, the environments where the inception will take place. And trust me, the visuals in this film are incredible. Ariadne creates these mind-blowing worlds that defy the laws of physics.
Wow, that sounds amazing. Who else is on the team?
Well, there's Eames. He's the forger. He can change his appearance and personality within the dream.
So like a master of disguise.
Exactly. He's basically playing different roles within the dreamscape. It's pretty cool. And then there's Yusuf the chemist. He's the one who provides the sedatives that allow the team to enter those deeper levels of dreaming.
So they can stay asleep longer to pull off the inception.
Right. And holding it all together is Arthur Cobb's right-hand man. He's the one who keeps things organized and makes sure the mission stays on track.
Sounds like they have all the bases covered.
They need to, because their target, Robert Fisher, is no pushover. He's the heir to a corporate empire, and the goal is to plant the idea in his mind to break up his father's company.
Wow. Talk about high stakes. But I'm guessing it's not that straightforward. There are always complications in these kinds of movies.
You're right about the Cobb has some personal baggage that keeps resurfacing in the dream world. His deceased wife, Mel, keeps appearing to him.
Mal, how does she factor into all of this?
Well, her presence adds this unsettling psychological element to the mission. It makes you wonder how much of Cobb's actions are driven by guilt and unresolved trauma.
So it's not just a heist movie, it's also a psychological thriller.
Exactly, and that's what makes Inception so compelling. It's a film with multiple layers, both literally and figuratively.
So we've got our team, our target, and a whole lot of emotional baggage. Where do we go from here? Down the rabbit hole.
You could say that Inception uses this multi-layered dream structure, and each level becomes progressively more complex and disorienting.
So like falling deeper and deeper into a dream.
Exactly. And time itself starts to distort. The deeper you go, the slower time moves. It's a bit mind-bending to wrap your head around.
Definitely. So let's break down these layers. What's the first one?
Level 1 is the Rainy City. It's Yusuf's dream, and it's where the team kidnaps Fisher. But things get pretty intense when projections of Fisher's subconscious start attacking them.
So his own mind is fighting back.
Exactly. It's like his deepest fears are coming to life. It's a pretty wild sequence.
I bet. And then what happens? Do they go deeper?
They do. Level 2 is Arthur's dream. And it's where we see some of the film's most stunning visuals. Eames the forger really gets to shine here. He manipulates Fisher's perceptions, leading to this incredible zero-gravity fight scene in a rotating hallway.
A rotating hallway? How do they even film that?
That's the genius of Christopher Nolan, the film's director. He used a combination of practical effects and rotating sets. It's pretty mind-blowing to watch.
I can only imagine. And then where do they go? Even deeper.
Yep. Level 3 is Eames' dream. It's a snow fortress. And this is where the crucial inception of the idea takes place. But this level also highlights the emotional toll the mission is taking on Cobb. His guilt over Mal's death is becoming more and more overwhelming.
So it's getting dangerous on multiple levels. Not just for the mission, but for Cobb's mental state as well.
Exactly. And that brings us to the most dangerous layer of all, Limbo Cobb's personal dream world. A place where time has no meaning. It's a manifestation of his deepest fears and regrets.
That sounds terrifying. Is it like being trapped in a nightmare?
In a way, yes. It's where Cobb is forced to confront his past and the consequences of his actions. And Mal's presence is strongest here as she tries to trap Cobb in this world of shared memories and guilt.
Wow. So the deeper they go, the more the lines between dreams and reality start to blur.
And the stakes just keep getting higher.
What a wild ride. And to think we're only just scratching the surface of Inception.
There's so much more to explore, from the mind-bending ending to the brilliant performances and the deeper themes that stay with you long after the credits roll.
I can't wait to dive even deeper. But for now, we'll have to leave it there. We'll be back soon to explore even more layers of Inception in part 2 of this deep dive. See you then.
Welcome back to the Deep Dive. We're picking up right where we left off Inception, still in the dream world. But it's not just about the cool special effects, right?
No. There's something about this film that just stays with you. I think it's the ideas behind it.
Exactly. And one of the things that always fascinated me is how Inception works as meta filmmaking.
Meta filmmaking. That sounds complicated.
It's actually pretty simple. It means that the film is reflecting on the process of filmmaking itself.
So, like, it's a movie about making movies?
In a way, yes. Think about Cobb, the dream architect. He's basically the director. He controls the narrative, the characters, everything.
Oh, wow. I never thought about it like that. And Ariadne, she designs the dreamscape, so she's kind of like the production designer.
Exactly. She brings Cobb's vision to life. And then there's Eames with his ability to change his identity. He's like the ultimate actor, slipping into different roles.
Wow. It's like the whole dream world is a movie set, and each team member has their own role to play.
Right. Even Arthur. He's like the producer, making sure everything runs smoothly.
And what about Fisher, the target?
He's the audience.
Yeah.
The whole point is to plant an idea in his mind, just like a film aims to do for its viewers.
Mind blown. I'm starting to see this film in a whole new light. But let's not forget about the actors themselves. They have to be pretty amazing to pull off a story this complex.
Oh, absolutely. Leonardo DiCaprio as Cobb is just, wow, he carries so much emotional weight, the guilt, the longing for his children. It's all there in his performance.
You can really feel his inner turmoil, especially in those scenes with Mal, his deceased wife.
Right. Marion Cotillard does an amazing job portraying her. She's like this haunting presence, a reminder of Cobb's past.
And Elliot Page is Ariadne. I love that she's not just a passive follower. She challenges Cobb and forces him to confront his own demons.
She's definitely a strong character.
Yeah.
And then there's Tom Hardy as Ames. He brings a much-needed sense of humor to the team.
Yeah, he's like the comic relief in this otherwise intense film.
Exactly. His performance is a nice counterpoint to all the psychological drama. Speaking of which, we need to talk about Christopher Nolan, the director.
He's known for his ambitious filmmaking, and Inception is no exception.
It's true, the visual effects are groundbreaking. But what's even more impressive is how he blends practical effects with CGI, like that zero-gravity hallway fight scene. They actually built rotating sets to film that.
Seriously, I always thought that was all CGI. That's incredible.
It shows how dedicated he is to creating a truly immersive experience. And it's not just the visuals. The sound design and music are also amazing. Hans Zimmer's score adds so much tension and emotion to the film.
And the use of that Edith Piaf song, Non Je ne regrette rien, as a wake-up signal, it's so clever.
It's not just background music. It's woven into the narrative itself.
Yeah.
Which brings us to the deeper themes of Inception, like the whole dreams versus reality thing.
Yeah, that's one of the things that really makes this film so thought-provoking. It makes you question your own perception of what's real.
Right. Because we all dream. And sometimes those dreams can feel so real.
Yeah.
So where do we draw the line?
That's a good question. And I don't think there's an easy answer. And then there's the theme of guilt and the power of memory.
Cobb's past really haunts him in the dream world. It shows how deeply our memories can affect us, even if we try to suppress them.
It's like he's being punished for his past mistake.
In a way, yes. And it makes you think about the consequences of our actions and how the things we do can come back to haunt us.
So Inception is not just visually stunning, it's also emotionally resonant.
Exactly. And it's intellectually stimulating. Makes you think about big questions, about reality, about consciousness, about our own minds.
It's definitely a film that stays with you, but there's still more to explore, right? Like its impact on pop culture.
Yeah. Inception has been hugely influential. You can see its DNA in so many movies and TV shows that came after it.
It's like it opened up a whole new world of possibilities for storytelling.
It did. The concept of dream manipulation, bending reality. Those ideas have become staples of science fiction.
It's amazing to think about how one film could have such a lasting impact.
And it's not just limited to movies. Inception has spawned countless articles, videos, fan theories. People are still debating the ending, analyzing every frame.
I know, it's like the film itself is performing a kind of inception on us, planting questions in our minds that we can't shake.
I love that. It's a film that keeps on giving. even years after its release. But we'll have to save that conversation for next time, because we're running out of time here.
I know, I can't believe how much we've already covered, and we still haven't even talked about the ending.
Don't worry, we'll get to that in part 3, along with some of the more controversial aspects of the film.
Sounds good. I'm already looking forward to it. Okay, so we're back, ready to wrap up our deep dive into Inception. We've covered a lot of ground already, but there are still some big questions to tackle. Like that ending, seriously, what was up with that spinning top?
I know, right? It's been driving people crazy for years. Did it fall? Did it keep spinning? Is Cobb still dreaming? Nolan leaves it completely ambiguous.
It's like he wants us to keep arguing about it forever.
Maybe. But I think it's more than just a gimmick. It's a reflection of the film's themes. The idea that reality is subjective. What matters is what Cobb chooses to believe.
I like that. It's about faith more than objective truth. But it's still frustrating not knowing, for sure.
Oh, definitely. It's one of those endings that sticks with you.
Yeah.
And everyone has their own interpretation.
Speaking of unanswered questions, what about Limbo? That place was seriously creepy. Is it just a shared dream space or something more?
It's definitely one of the most intriguing parts of the film. It's described as this unconstructed dream world where time has no meaning. It's like a representation of the collective unconscious.
And it's where Cobb and Mal spent years building their own world, right?
Yeah. Which makes you wonder how much of what we see of Mal is real and how much is Cobb's projection of his guilt.
It's also tangled up, dreams, memories, guilt. It's hard to know what's real and what's not.
Exactly. And that's what makes Inception so fascinating. It's a film that makes you question everything.
Okay, so we've talked about the ending, we've talked about Limbo, but we can't wrap up this deep dive without mentioning the film's legacy. I mean, it's been over a decade since it came out, and people are still talking about it.
It's true. Inception has had a huge impact on pop culture. You can see its influence in so many movies and TV shows that came after it.
Like what?
Well, there are obvious examples like Doctor Strange, which borrows heavily from Inception's visuals and ideas about bending reality, but you can also see its influence in more subtle ways. Like the way that films and TV shows are now more willing to play with time and perception.
It's like Inception gave filmmakers permission to be more experimental.
Exactly. It showed them that audiences were ready for more complex and challenging stories.
And it's not just movies and TV shows, right? There are video games, music, even fashion that's been inspired by Inception.
Absolutely. It's become a part of our cultural vocabulary, a way of talking about dreams, consciousness, the power of ideas.
It's crazy to think about how one film could have such a massive impact.
It's a testament to Nolan's vision and the film's enduring power. It's a film that keeps on giving.
Well said. So what's the ultimate takeaway from Inception for you?
That's a tough one. But I think it's the reminder that our minds are incredibly powerful. We can create entire worlds within our own heads, and those worlds can have a profound impact on our lives, both for good and for bad.
That's a great point, and it ties back to the film's message about the importance of choosing what to believe, even if we can't always be certain of what's real.
Exactly. In the end, it's up to each of us to decide what we want to believe and to build our own realities, both within our minds and in the world around us.
So, as we wrap up this deep dive into Inception, let's all take a moment to appreciate the power of our own imaginations and the incredible stories that we can create.
And let's never stop questioning, exploring, and dreaming.
Because who knows what amazing discoveries await us in the uncharted territories of our own minds.
Exactly, and that's the beauty of it. The possibilities are endless.
Well said. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive. We'll see you next time for another journey into the world of film.